Hello friends, welcome to our channel Kastur Classes, and in this particular video I am going to discuss another practice problem based on the concept of list whatever we have discussed in my previous video. Okay, so the problem I am taking from lead code problem number 35, and the problem is search insert position. So what the question says, given a sorted array and a target value, return the index if the target is found. If not, return the index where it would be if it were inserted in order. In order means in sorted order. Okay. You may assume no duplicates in the array. So for example, 1, 3, 5, 6. Now our target is 5, suppose. Now the 5 is present in our input list. So see here 5 is appearing, right? What is the index? 2. So output should be index position 2. For the example 2, 1, 3, 5, 6 and target is 2. So see the 2 is not present in our list, and suppose you want to insert the element 2 in the list. Where you will insert? If you want to insert in order, you will insert after the position 1. Position of this particular 1 is 0. So after the position 1, where you will insert the 2, if you want to insert in order, that will place in the place of 3, right? And that position is index 1, so index output should be 1. For this particular example 1, 3, 5, 6, and if our target is 7, so obviously 7 is not present in the array, we can clearly see. So if we want to insert in order, you have to insert at the end, and the end index will be 4, right? Because the length is 4, so 6 is at index 3, so after that 7 will come, which is index 4. So output is 4. Suppose 1, 3, 5, 6 and our target is 0. In that case output should be 0. Why? Because you can see the target is not present in our input, and if we want to insert in order, then 0 should be placed in the beginning of the list where the index is 0. So output is 0. Now try to think about one algorithm which can be used to solve this particular problem. Here I am explaining, but before going to the explanation, please have a try so that your logical thinking skill will build up. Okay, so what we can do, first part is very simple. Here it is clearly given that sorted array and a target value, return the index if target is found. So what we can do, we can use index method. Okay, so first we will check whether target is present or not in the list. If target in nums, okay, if it is present, then simply return nums dot index target. Okay, because you know that index will give you the first index position where the element is appearing for the first time. Okay, now there are some other cases, like we have to consider that case when target is not found in nums. That time we have to insert the target in the nums array in such a way that proper order is maintained. So two extreme cases can be easily done, which we can get the idea from the example 3 and example 4. Suppose target is more than the maximum of our input list. Like here 7 is greater than the maximum of our input list, which is 6. So it is quite obvious it is greater than the maximum of our input list, then obviously it has to be placed at the end of the list. That is at the index position equal to the length of our input list. Like here our length of the input list is 4, and if 7 is inserted, then it will be inserted at the end where index is 4. And one more case, that suppose the target is lesser than the minimum of our input list, then it has to be put in our input list in the beginning, that is 0th index always, right? So we can take care of those two extreme case. So we can give one else statement, and if target is less than min of our input list, then return, sorry spelling mistake, return 0, because that has to be inserted at the beginning. And if target is greater than max of our list, then return length of the list. Else, last condition, if target is not in the extreme case, that is target is you can say like this, that target is within the range of maximum and minimum of our input list, then we have to traverse in our input list. Like here what we are doing, we will traverse in our input list. So up to where we have to traverse, up to that point where the element of our input list is lesser than the target. As soon as we will find the greater element, before that we have to put that particular target in the list, so there we should break. Like here if we start traversing, so 1 is lesser than 2, we will go to the next. 3 is greater than 2, so we will stop here and we will put in this position. Okay, so what we can do, else suppose I am defining one empty variable g equal to 0. For traversing I am going to use while loop, and am equal to 0, this we will use to store that corresponding index where we have to insert the target. So while g less than len of nums, I have already discussed how we can traverse in a list using while loop. I hope you remembered. Okay, g equal to g plus 1, here I am directly writing. Now what we have to check, if nums of g is greater than target. If this particular condition is satisfied, that time we have to break, but before that we have to store the index somewhere and then we will break, because at that index only we have to store. Like here 2, as soon as we are finding that index, like here 3 is greater than 2, so we have to put here, so output is 1, right? So like that we will go. So now we can simply use return m. Let's check whether our code is working for the sample test case or not. Yeah, for this sample test case it is passed. Now let me submit the code and check whether it is successfully applied on all the hidden test case or not. Yeah, see, status is success. That means it is successfully applied on the hidden test case also. So what I have done, very simple code, just we need to find the exact position. For that we need to know some methods, like max is used to get the maximum element of the list, min is used to get the minimum element of the list, index is used to get the first index where the element is appearing in the list for the first time, in can be used to check whether a particular element is member of a list or not. Okay, len can be used to find the length of the list, how to traverse a list. Okay, these things, how to break if a particular condition is satisfied. Okay, all these things you have to know. If else condition you have to know how to apply those. Okay, so for solving one particular problem you need to apply many concepts, and all these concepts I have discussed in my previous videos. Okay, so try to practice more and more. So like this, if you practice, then your logical skill will build up in your mind. Okay, and you can solve harder problems which appear in placement and interview process. So this is all for my this video. Same code I am going to post in the comment section. If you want, you can check there. And if you find this video helpful, please like, share, comment and subscribe our channel if you have not subscribed till now. And don't forget to press the bell icon to get the notification of our latest videos. Thank you for watching.